Hello everyone, this is going to be the part 2 video. This is going to be the showcase of units and maps for Hidden Empire, just so you can kind of get a bit of more of a deeper insight about what we're adding. So, just to kind of, I mentioned in the previous video, but Hidden Empire is mostly a single player experience. That's how we kind of intended it. But obviously we do have editor functionality. So we do have stuff set up for the editor. So this is going to be what this is mainly about, as I already kind of touched on the campaign stuff. So the biggest thing we're adding that you can play with is going to be the New Republic. So let me show you. You can find them under Human, Single, Star Wars, and you'll see them right there, New Republic. So the first one I want to go over is going to be the New Republic Army. We add a ton. You can see here we add a ton of customization options, ton of different skins per unit. Some things I want to highlight are some new species we're adding. So there's two that are not in Galaxy at War at all. It's going to be the Abadendo. I think that's how you say it. These guys first showed up in the new trilogy. There's a Abadendo pilot. I forgot what his name is. Then Prof and Star Wars Fallen Order. So we add these guys and another species that is technically in Galaxy at War. It's not a breed though, and it's kind of a hidden skin. You have to really kind of look for it to find it in the files. But this one is a more usable, more playable version. It's going to be the Mon Cal. This one's probably one of my favorite ones, the Mon Cal. And then actually another one that's not in, I'm pretty sure, that besides Luminari herself, is the Merlin. We do add the Merlin as well. And then obviously it's the humans, Rhodians, Celestines, Trandoshans, Twi'leks. I forget what these guys are called. Weequay? I don't think these are. No, I think they are Weequay. Weequay, Rhodians, human, Quarrens, Nikitos, Nautilans. I think that's how you say it. Like Ishtabs. I forgot what these guys are called. Definitely forgot what this guy's called. Grands, I think. Dorians, Devorians, Bothans, Biths, and these guys. But yeah, we added a lot of different species, and for each species, a lot of customization. Like you can see, a lot of different skin colors, a lot of different for the humans, a lot of different types of humans. Yeah, something. The Nautilans, I think, are the most detailed ones. I really like these guys. I really like the Mon Cal and the Nautilans. But yeah, we had a ton of customization to change them. Oh yes, another highlight I wanted to say is these head models. The New Republic was mostly worked on by Doherty. Some of it was by EBT, but like this whole chunk right here was all Doherty. And Doherty also created these Bothan head models. So there are Bothans in the mod, but we have our own unique head model for the Bothans. And Doherty made this from scratch in 3D and I want to say Blender, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, these are completely unique models that he made. You can see here for the customization, all you have to do to customize it is you select the unit, you look on the right side, and you'll see text mods, and that's how you customize them. And each one has this. So something fun you can play with. You know, we wanted to add a ton of unique experiences. And then obviously they have more than just their A120s. You see here, there's the whole list right here. There's a lot of species. Each one, they come with their different kinds of weapons. There's a medical way. Yeah, so that's for the New Republic Army. And then for the New Republic Navy, we have Navy Troopers right here. We have Navy Troopers. They all just come in human. Different ranks. Let me see. I could change this guy.
That's okay. I'll let you shoot them all.
So you see, they have different chest plates. It's following the the ranking system. Then these guys, I think, are my favorite. Not Imperial. They're New Republic Paramarines. And then a new weapon. This one is something I just kit bashed together. That's a DH-17 and A120, or no, that's what I called it, A280. In the game, just call it an A120 SMG. It functions like an SMG, kind of like a Tommy gun. It's very fun to use. These ones are only available, or well, you could give them to any unit, but in terms of breeds, the only breed that comes with them is going to be the Paramarine Raider.
Sir.
And then most of them have
Just like shooting womp
Leave
rats,
some for the
kid?
rest of us.
Yes, sir.
So these
Got
guys
it,
have
sir. Yes, sir.
custom portraits. Not all of them do. The only ones we give custom portraits to are ones that are be used in the campaign. So like if you were to play as someone in the campaign,
Set him and knock him down.
we went ahead and made portraits for them, but not all of them have portraits.
Got it, sir.
I don't think you play as these guys in the campaign, but EBT just made the portrait for them
Right.
anyways.
I'm glad you're on our side.
Yeah, some of them have portraits, some of them don't. I don't think these guys
Got it,
have
sir.
portraits.
Great. Leave some for the rest of us. Knock him
New
down.
Republic Army, New Republic Navy, Paramarine Raiders, and now and New Republic Specialist. So these guys, we have Flame Troopers, Jet Troopers, Military Police, and then the N5 Security Droids. This one, another favorite of mine. Again, you can change their appearance by going to text mods. We have blue, black is the default, blue is a subcategory, and then orange. I do not recommend using the orange. I'm not going to
Can I
show
borrow
it.
some of your
That's how bad it
midichlorians?
looks, but it's in there if you want to use it. The next is going to be our our original faction, the Hidden Empire. Excuse me. These guys kind of limited, but they do have a lot of variation still. Let me see, pull them up. Hidden Empire would be up here. Infantry, Scout Commandos. Scout Commandos are a little smaller. I don't think I actually showcased these. It's kind of hard to see the difference, but the standard infantry, the Scout Commandos are kind of a little smaller than the Scout Infantry. They're a little thinner than the Heavy Troopers. Are a little thicker. You kind of see that it's easy to see in the shoulders. They have kind of thicker shoulders. These guys have thicker shoulders too, but their bodies are a little slimmer than the standard Trooper. But yeah, these are Hidden Empire droids, a new faction we've added. We also have Hidden Empire B1 droids. These were our original concept for the Hidden Empire before we got these models. We decided to go with something a bit more unique than just using B1 battle droids, but we decided to include them because we already had them, so we thought it would be a waste to just kind of get rid of them. So they're here to play with as well. They're up here under Hidden Empire B1 battle droids. Something you want to play with. So yeah, and then finally for the Empire. Oh, I don't know where they went. For the Empire, the only thing we were really adding in this chapter, again, this is all just for chapter 1, is the Imperial Navy Commando. These are, I can't remember, it's either the PSP version or the DS version, but we added them in from that game. These are the models from that game. And then also retextured some Imperial vehicles. I can't remember which ones exactly. I know the ATST for sure we retextured. I think the TX-130 and the Imperial AT-AT also are retextured. But I used this as a showcase. And then there's 2 other things we have that aren't here for some reason. I had this all set up, but I guess it didn't save. 2 other things, kind of smaller things, but something I just want to show off anyways, are some new props we have. We have the MAAT. And then, I always forget where I put this. Nope. Here you go. The U-Wing. There you go. The U-Wing. So these don't really function. The U-Wing doesn't function at all. This is just more as a prop. Something I kind of just wanted to add because I like the design of the U-Wing. But the MAT, even though it's not a vehicle, it's considered a prop. It's kind of like a fancy prop. It is animated. EBT did animate it. Whoops, wrong selection. There you go. So this one, you could open the doors, close the doors. It even takes off and it can land and then it can rise out. This is like a fancy prop. And then we have all sorts of different animations. Let's see. This is mostly for the campaign, but if you're like a creator and you want to kind of spice up your missions or something, you're more than welcome to take our animations, as long as you give us credit. But yeah, we have typing animations. We have let's see, this is examine gun one. We added these primarily just to add life to certain missions, just so people, because most missions people are just standing there, but we wanted to add some uniqueness, so some more life, so people kind of move around and stuff like that. Yeah, so those are there as well. A lot of new custom animations. Actually, let me show off, because I don't think we use this one. Most of these animations are planned for chapter 2. But there's one. Yes, this one. Like a little communication one. It's kind of like a nice detail. Yeah. Yeah, in terms of units, that's pretty much it. That's all the units we're adding just for this chapter. Chapter 2, you know what, I'll talk about it later actually. So I'll just finish chapter 1's showcase. So yeah, so that's all the units and props we're adding for chapter 1, excuse me. And then now for the maps. We're adding 3 new maps for chapter 1. They're going to be in their own tab. It's going to be up here towards the top next to community maps. It's going to be under hidden empire maps. And it's 3 maps. Start with Rexus Prime. Here we are. It's not a big map, but it's very dense. A lot of detail as well. This is Rexus Prime, and then each map comes with its own environments. And they're all going to be named their respective name. So this one, kind of give it that look from The Force Unleashed. And for Manon, Manon is, this one, here we go. Manon's a bit of a unique one. For our purposes, I got rid of the water texture for Manon, so it's really just like platforms on empty ground. The reason why Manon doesn't come with the water texture already is because for the campaign, the water texture causes a lot of issues. We had that in Designated Days, and Designated Days is one of our other projects, where the water texture will kind of cut the screen. It looks very ugly, it looks very gross, like it looks bad. And instead of making people deal with it, I decided it would be a better idea just to get rid of the water texture and use water entities instead. So you're more than nice. You're more than free to just use a water texture for your own, for your own use. It shouldn't impact how it plays in the editor. It's just because, again, this was a campaign-focused mod. I decided to take the water texture out just so it would work better in the campaign missions. I don't know why it does it for the campaign missions, but it just makes the screen look really bad. So you can either use a water entity or use a water texture. Just do some texturing. Yeah, it should be just... Not sure why it's working, but it should work. When you do it, it should work. But there's entities for it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, here we go. I swear, there's a water entity. I'm not making this up. Okay, there you go. It looks better with the skybox once you add one. But yeah, there is water entities you could add if you don't want to do, is it this one? There's one that looks good. It's the one I use for the mission. Try adding a skybox first. There you go. You just have to edit it. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you just manipulate it to however you want to use it. Is it you? There you go. You see, like right here, you could just use a couple different water entities to kind of fill it out, just so it looks more natural. Yeah, so this is what I had to end up using for the mission, just so it would look good. Yeah, you could just throw a couple of these down, and then give you that kind of water effect. There's a couple better ones too than the one I'm using right now. I don't remember which one I used specifically for Manon, but yeah, you either use it as use the texture, or you could use the entity. So this is Manon. This one's a bit of a bigger map. And then finally, the biggest one, my most favorite one, is going to be the Achilles. It's a very big map, so it takes a minute to load. Achilles. The Achilles, I think, is the biggest map. Even right now, my computer is struggling to render all this. Yeah, there's 3 floors, and the campaign is parsed out by the elevator system. But here, as the raw map, is just flat. There's also these here, kind of just to at least acknowledge it because I'm not sure if we're gonna add it. We have a concept of our sim room where you could play like a little mini game where you could come into the sim room and just fight waves of enemies from like different eras. And you just come here and just fight them, or you will come into the sim room and then it'll teleport you here, and it's like, oh, it's supposed to be the sim room simulating these environments. But yeah, those are there. I'm not sure if you want to do something with that. But yeah, this is the Achilles, big map, a lot of different stuff. Again, its own environment. The Achilles actually has a few different environments. This is the basic interior one, and then the Manon and Rex Prime one. It just adds a planet and like a little tent, space, just stars, and then again these are kind of cut, but these are supposed to be the environments for when you were supposed to go into the sim room and do those like middle mini game challenges. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all we're adding to chapter 1. Specifically for the editor. Now to kind of talk about chapter 2, I kind of want to just acknowledge it, just so people, there are plans. We are kind of not deep in development, but chapter 2 is basically, I would say, a quarter of a way to halfway done. We have all the units made already. I can't remember if I mentioned earlier, but we're adding 3 new factions in chapter 2. I'm not going to get very specific because EPT doesn't like to reveal a lot, but just to kind of generally say, we're adding 3 new factions. One's going to be a original criminal organization faction, so it's not going to be anything from Legend or Canon. It's going to be our own original creation. The other one's going to be an original Imperial Remnant faction. Again, our own creation. Nothing that's not from Canon or Legend. It's going to be from our own creation. And the final thing is going to be a planetary militia. That is going to be from an established media. So we have a criminal organization, an Imperial Remnant faction, and then a planetary militia. So 3 factions planned out for chapter 2. So that's going to be fun. A lot of new maps. What is it? Let me try to see if I can remember off my head. I believe it's 4 to 5 new maps. 6 actually, I think. It's going to be like 6 new maps. So we have a lot of new concepts, a lot of new gameplay mechanics. If you're impressed with the campaign, because the campaign, I think in the campaign we add a ton of new, either never seen before, new rare mechanics that you rarely ever see. In chapter 2, we're going to expand on that even further. In chapter 2, we have a lot of new cool mechanics that will make gameplay more interesting, so we hope you do enjoy it. But yeah, so this is going to be the end of the showcase. I hope you enjoy our mod. We put a lot of work into this. I wish I was exaggerating when I said we've worked on this for years. I think we're coming up on 2 or 3 years since we started this project. This definitely developed into a whole nother monster. But yeah, we enjoyed every step of the way, and we hope you enjoy it. The reason we put so much effort into this is so you, the people, can enjoy it. I know it's hard to kind of come across good Star Wars content, so we want to put something out there that people will hopefully enjoy. So yeah, that's it.